cozy one up there. It's been a sedate sort of a day for McIlroy. A number of players have chosen to just wrap those in with a flagstick in the cup. Of course they can now, but Rory with Harry Diamond removing said flagstick. So the lone birdie on the scorecard. McIlroy -1. Over on the other side of the premises, Justin Rose wandering around. And also, this was off fairway, unable to get onto the par 5 green surface in 2. So many beautiful vistas. Practice facility off to players left on the side of the hole. And this north course travels out and comes back in, and Justin Rose slightly upsloping a line. This is the third shot, scoring wedge in hand. So Rose looking for the conversion, trying to stay within Jon Rahm's reach. Rahm in at 10 under par, playing this north course. It's an awkward one to get close, just over that slope. Well, he sounded less than pleased. Jon Rahm would have bought that one. And Justin Rose seemed to have just a little bit of work for 9 under par in the first round. We'll scoot over to the 14th. Long walk for the players to get from 14 green over to 15 tee, and they are just exiting the premises. Ricky Fowler did tap in for his par, as did Rory McIlroy.
He's got to be smart with his layup here, because the flag's way right, so that's impossible. So you've got to try and thread it between the two bunkers there, just the middle of the green. That's about as good as he can do.
And over this putting surface, Nick is not the happiest spot in La Jolla either. Penalty area down there, and everything releases away from this perched up putting green.
Yeah, that's an impossible shot. So get into that left half section.
Tiger with 6 of 10 fairways today. 9 of 13 greens.
That's beautifully done. That's as good as it gets.
Can you use the term beautiful to describe that sheer strength?
It is.
While we have a moment, Tiger with putter in hand, we'll go down to our Lisa Cornwall.
Thank you very much. The man of the hour, Jon Rahm, your first PGA Tour win here in 2017. You opened with a 62 today. What is it about Torrey Pines that you like so much?
Oh, I don't know. It's definitely a golf course that suits my strengths. You gotta strike it well with the tee and really well with the irons, and that's what I did all day. And you know, taking superb advantage of the par 5s is where everything got together. The embankment of mistakes, and the ones I made, I was able to fix rather quickly, and some of them actually ended up making birdies. So you know, a lot of good momentum going on, especially starting the day with an eagle.
You use the word momentum. You could be the hottest player in the game right now. You enter with 4 top 10s worldwide. You win the Hero World Challenge. What's been the key to your consistency?
I don't know. I think that everything is consistent in my game, especially in the last few tournaments in Dubai and here in Hawaii. And last week, I think it's my driving. I'm consistent off the tee. You know, it's never too bad. It's never, you know, something where I'm not comfortable with. And then my iron play has been a lot better than earlier on the year. So, you know, when I'm putting the fairway and giving myself chances, whether I putt good or bad, I'm never going to shoot too high. So, I think it's just the consistency. You know, it's a consistent movement, consistent off the tee, and just gotta hope you make a few putts.
You mentioned that driver, you're 5th on the PGA Tour in strokes gained off the tee. On this golf course, such a difficult driving course, how important is that golf club?
Extremely, extremely. Especially in the north, where you can get some more birdie opportunities than the south, right? When you hit it in the fairway, par 5s are still long, but a lot of the par 4s are very, very reachable, very, very accessible with the wedge. If you put it in the fairway, you might be able to be aggressive, especially with the greens being a little soft. But the good thing is when you miss the fairway, if you're still down there, you're still close enough, you're still hitting the 300 plus yards, you know, with a 9, 8, 7, you still might be able to hack it out close to the green and get a par. So I was fortunate with a couple of the guys that I had out there. You need some good luck to shoot a score like this, and yeah, and hopefully I can keep it going the rest of the week.
All right, John Rahm, well played, quickly becoming a fan favorite here in San Diego.
Yeah, with that personality and success, why wouldn't he? Let's go to the 10th hole. His first of the day, Nick, his second shot, and this was a beauty.
Yeah, look at that 20. I mean, it's a short swing, but it's in great sync, great timing, and he throws that in from the left side. Timing to look a 1 yard fade to 2 yards from the hole.
Well, why bother easing into the day when you can just make an eagle at your first hole?
Kind of sets the tone. As you said, he's a strong guy. His body, he's the modern version of a Lee Trevino swing.
Oh, that's big time compromise.
That's a nice little bonus.
Comparing Lee Trevino, that's some serious company.
Stocky like Lee.
Yep.
He's the bigger, stronger version.
And a lot of energy. When he harnesses it in a positive way, John Rahm usually plays some exquisite golf. Here he is at the 7th, showing not just his power, but also his touch there to make that. And then at the 8th for 4 consecutive birdies.
You know, when you just keep seeing it go in, that's all your eyes do. You look at the putt, you see, you just keep channeling those thoughts.
And it's up to a 62. Amazing day for John Rahm. Let's go back to 9.
That's the third shot for Jordan Spieth. That was just a moment ago. And Jordan will be displeased with that attempt. Now, this is live. Spieth back up the hill for a closing birdie in 65. Absolutely worth this putt. Jordan Spieth. Just the 2 bogeys. Good playing. Over at the 14th, Tiger Woods after that super attempt out of the rough. This long, rangy birdie attempt. 2 levels to contend with, and always tough to get it close. Some work for Tiger back on the 9th. This for Justin Rose in the closing birdie 4. And he taps that one on down to Justin Rose. 63. They are shredding this North course. Perfect conditions. John Rahm by 1.
From the green at 16th is Luke List. He's at 1 under.
It's a ball.
Good ball. 5 in the FedEx Cup. Quick, you saw a couple of bumps on the green, slowing it down a bit, but still looking at that putt just above the hole. 8 feet he'll need for par. Rory Sabatini for birdie at 18. He could get it to level. Sabatini making that from right at 9 feet.
God damn it!
For a bogey on the previous hole, he's able to bounce back and pick up a birdie at 18. So, fanfare for the finish. And now Ryan Palmer at 16. Some loft in this shot. And that'll hold it about 6 feet from the cup. So Palmer will need that to keep the score headed in the right direction. He's one of the productive player today. 18 now for Kelly Craft. And Craft just missing above the cup. So from 6 feet, missing there, really disappointing. Craft will have to tap in for that par and finish with a 39 coming in. Birdie try for Wee Kim of South Korea. Flag stick in, but missing to the left. Fans, as they tune in and see these golf tournaments over the coming weeks, and may or may not realize the rules change with the flag stick, it may catch a few viewers off guard. But it's in play now. The 63 for Justin Rose as he picks up the birdie at 9 to close his first day of play. So just 1 off the number of John Rahm. And Doug Gim also at 9 under, looking to finish strong. Out to Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods 3.5 feet back for his par 4 save and the par 4 14th. No problems. So 4 holes to come in his third day's work. Tiger Woods 2 under.
Well, Adam Scott looking at some trouble here at the 15th.
Yeah, 207, but that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is the lie's not great. He's got to keep it under the tree right in front of him. I think if he could get it 20 yards short of the green, it'd be a good shot.
There's the flag, Matt. The flag's okay. It's left up the left side, so yeah, just keep it on the short grass. Don't think. Hardest thing when it's thick, keep it low. There's a lot of carry. Even looks like he's got to slice it as well. Tiger hit the most unbelievable golf shot from this right rough, I think, across everything. He got it to stop from this big climber and it fell out the sky. Did all the impossibles when you one that our dreams aren't even that good.
The year Tiger won that major here in 2008, Adam Scott played the first 2 days with him.
Phil Mickelson as well.
Right, keep the right shoulder high. See that's tucked up against it. Yeah, and push.
Boy, that just got underneath the tree, but going left.
Oh, now he short-sided himself.
Got Doug Gim, 18th at the North Course. Look at this to get to 62 and match John Rahm. Now he's just open for 63. That's 15 and same kind of rough trouble, Matt, but the tree's not in the way.
Trees are a problem. Rough is marginal. I mean, it's kind of sitting halfway down. He's only 184 to the hole.
You know, just be thinking front edge on this. I mean, land it front edge out the rough and just get it to release forward would be great.
If he could carry 170, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
He's got a 7 iron.
There you go. Sure, Pop was
Something like that.
Yeah, nicely judged.
Man, that's good. It's hard to tell on TV, Nick, but the
Yeah.
rough here at Torrey Pines is so thick and so nasty. That's a tremendous shot. Back to Gim. 22-year-old. Collegially at Texas. Such a good collegiate career there in Austin. As we go over to the South Course once again, Rory McIlroy's found the fairway at the 15.
7 iron on the way with a nice little high draw.
Yeah, nice easy swing. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, it's coming back. Trying. Let's go back down to Lisa.
Yeah, Justin Rose, new irons in the bag for the new year and a new putter this week. What prompted that change?
Well, yeah, obviously I knew everything. Hats, clothing, golf clubs. Putter is something I've been leaning towards for a while, but obviously contractually couldn't do it until this year. And obviously the new Honma sticks have been working beautifully, and put the driver in as well. Drove it unbelievably well today. Drove it long, which I was able to take advantage of the par 5s out there, and putted it good enough today to obviously shoot 9 under. The North greens are still so good. Obviously they're a couple years old, but they're still rolling pure. So it's the kind of golf course that you feel like you want to make the most of on a day like today.
Seemed like this is a golf course that really suits your eye. You enjoy coming here. Your 10th start, a couple top 10s your last times out. What's been the keys to your good performances here over the years?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of my favourite places, one of my favourite stops on tour, obviously, and the South Course is, I'm looking forward now to getting some momentum on that one. We get to play it 3 days in a row, so it's nice to get the North out of the way, shoot a good score, which is what you have to do. Now I can focus on the South Course. Obviously, different type of green. You go from the bend to the Poana, but just the views out there. I think the design of the South Course is one of my favourites. So yeah, anytime you enjoy playing a course, it tends to suit your eye.
It's one of the most difficult stops on the PGA Tour. Target golf, you really have to pick your spots. How much does that suit your game when you really feel like, especially when the greens are receptive, you can go after these pins?
Yeah, I mean, in practice, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the course has played long. It's been pretty cold, and I thought the course was going to play tough, and I was really looking forward to that. Obviously, Palm Springs last week was target golf, not really my style of golf in the sense of 25 under par. I've done well on tracks that are a bit tougher historically, so I was really looking forward to getting here this week and playing some good testing golf. But obviously, we've got the South Course to come now, so you're going to have to be right on your game the next 3 days.
You get to enjoy the views. Well done today.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, so Justin Rose, Lisa, with a 63 to open up this Farmers Insurance Open. How about an eagle at the 10? Just like Rob. Yeah.
Carmore does a great impression, doesn't he? Justin, great goal.
Now at 13, he's leaning, hoping to like it, and he loves it.
Great lean to the right, because of course I'm holding my gold medal from the Olympics, mixed with lean to the right.
That guy's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what's tricky. Up the hill, it's way steeper than it looks on the telly. That's well judged to control that.
Underneath the hole, makes another one. Justin kind of calmly going about his business.
Great greens, great
Birdie at 18.
great stroke.
Yeah.
Lovely guys.
Now another one. After making the turn,
Great for the guys playing with me. Olympic champion.
I like that hush tone, doesn't it?
He's going off to a tee. It's good.
How about the eagle putt at 5?
Yeah, that was a good one. I was tough read in between. You can see those mounds in the middle of the green, so it was easy work.
Good 2 putt to get to 7 under. And then at the 9th,
Here's a good chip.
another birdie. Look at this.
Just nice even tempo back and through. There's no kind of extra flick at the bottom. Just use the weight of the shaft to just swing it through.
Makes that little one for 63. One back of John Rahm. As we go to the 15th and Ricky Fowler.
Oh, that was
Back down to Lisa again.
Jordan, Peter Costas said on the broadcast earlier, and I thought that it was great, that the putter determines the mental outlook. You can either go low or you can save it. I'm guessing that your mental outlook today with that club is pretty good. How was it?
Yeah, I putted the ball beautifully. They changed those greens on the north to bent grass from the last time I was here, and really found a nice rhythm. Made one on the first hole that gives me that kind of like, all right, things we've been working on are going well, and was able to save some holes and was able to capitalize on the holes where I did have birdie putts.
You're one of those guys people like to watch, and they like to scrutinize when things aren't necessarily going well. When you have a day like this and you work so hard with a putter, how do you avoid the noise? How do you avoid the noise coming in and do what you did today?
I go and try and improve on the way I struck the ball. I kind of hit it all over the place and just made it work, and that doesn't work on the South Course. So I've got to improve certainly off the tee tomorrow, and just keep the same rhythm with the putter. I mean, it's been improving for the last 6 months, and rounds like today don't feel crazy. They feel more normal, which is great. So hopefully that continues.
How much of a boost does it give you? I watched you on 4. It looked like you were in no man's land. You end up birdieing that hole. You follow it up with another birdie. You make a long one at 5. What kind of momentum does that give you going into the rest of the days when you know that it doesn't have to be perfect and you can still salvage a score?
Yeah, it's huge. Normally, when you say that, you're 2 or 3 under, and to be at 7, I think, and really just able to have some distance, able to not have to chase the South Course, which you just can't do, is huge. I thought today's round was big. I let the golf course come to me. The fact that it's playing more difficult the last few years versus the last time I was here, I think I had a different mindset out there, and it certainly helped out. And the putter's the equalizer.
Yeah, well done. Fun to watch.
Let's go to Adam Scott now. Even that pin in once again, Matt.
now it's odd for me to get used to looking at that. But,
I didn't have a practice putt. Oh, that's why.
well, okay.
If you take one glance, these guys will decide instantly. Take one glance, go, I like that. That sits nicely. I think I can use that. And he did. This is John Chin from the north course of the 9th, and this is for a birdie. Left-hander up the hill. Brushes it in nonchalantly.
Good day for John Chin. 6 under par, 66. The North Course has been these guys' playground today.
Back here at the South, McElroy trying to get to 2 under.
A very, very quick putt has to respect the speed here.
Again, it looks good, doesn't it? 98% of the way.
So a little frustrating there for McElroy. Keeps hitting good shots. Hasn't really gotten on a roll on the greens just yet. There's plenty of time remaining. This Farmers Insurance Open.
JJ Spawn trying to come out of this greenside bunker. Level par. And when you're up in the missing portion of the bunker, have to create some loft in the shot. That's exactly what he did, but just offline. And that's just going to mean that he's got a bit of work to do to get down for par. Luke List, 1 under. Attacking here at 17. List with 2 birdies, 1 bogey today. This will work from the top half of the green back towards that hole location. Pitch of the green helping. Oh yes. Keeps working down that slope. And he's inside 10 feet. Well done for List. Alex Chaikin out for birdie. This will be a long try. Right at the base of the green. And Chaikin, good lag putt. Gets it up there to where it's in tap in range. And he's at 1 over though, so he's hoping for 1 more. Ryan Palmer now, 3 under. Second at the 17th. So Palmer, this one, right down that fall line, 13 feet. And he'll be looking at a birdie that should break left to right. And we get back to Bronson Burgoon. This at the 16th, excuse me, just missing on the left side. So Burgoon, nice target up the slope, but not able to line it up and get it to drop. We've heard from a number of our players who have finished up their opening rounds. A few more still to come. But John Rahm in the clubhouse with a 10 under score. Justin Rose trailing by a shot. Those two done with their day on the North Course. Out to Fowler.
We are back at the 16th hole. Ricky Fowler, a big boy par 3 today, 225. With a 4-iron and off to the right, not drawn back. In fact, it might be close to the hospitality tents.
Oh, how about off the hospitality tent into the bunker and on an upslope? So I don't imagine that's the way he visualized that shot, but it's not that bad. Back at 15 now with Tiger.
Well, this is his tree from moons ago. Different shot. Cut it over the right-hand bunkers, but it flags on the left. And just try and get it to run up. Comes in a little soft. Straightforward chip shot.
Back to 16.
All right, Rory, still 225. We'll see this ball flight with our top tracer technology. 1 last club, 5-iron, and it's also off to the right side.
Boy, there's not a breath of air into them like they normally have it. It is into the sun, and I have playing into the sun, Matt. Did you have a tendency to miss the ball more right or more left?
More right, because you're always kind of looking up too soon and glancing coming up off the ball.
I agree a whole 100%.
Just watch the divot. Head down, watch the divot, my good man.
But you know when you rotate your head and you look up at the golf ball, you're going to get blinded. So you come out of it and pull and just leave the blade open. All right, Adam Scott. Let's see if he can do better.
Foreign on the way and also off to the right.
Yeah, we got one off the red monster, one next to the blue monster. Matt,
down to you. All right, thanks, Peter. Ricky, you grew up just a couple hours from here. You love coming to Torrey Pine. How's your day going?
Pretty good so far. I mean, I just made an interesting swing. I was a bad leader off that tee, but I mean, it's hard to beat the weather, the view here. Courses are in about as good a shape as I've seen them, so I'm enjoying the walk.
Yeah, not a bad office to be a part of, huh? Good view.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Off the hospitality suite, but they say it's right on the upslope of the bunker, so you're looking good.
Perfect. Yeah, I was asking for a good kick there. We'll see if we can make something of it.
All right, thanks for taking the time, Ricky.
Ricky's one of the tournament ambassadors here at the Farmers Insurance Open. As we go back to 15 now, and Tiger just short of the green, trying to get this up and down.
Flags on 18, so there's your up. Oh, nearly. He's got the up and down, nearly the up and in.
Take a look at this. That close to a 3.
The greens look out to see if that should have broken to the left. Arrows are going to the left. Should have made that.
So he gets away with the wayward drive and cards another 4. And 3 holes to play in this first round of 2019 for Tiger. Xander Schauffele. Talked about the San Diego resident. Playing a home game can be a little tricky sometimes. Like a lot of things going on in the world.
Well, as long as you've got enough passes for everything, keep everybody happy. Starting to bobble a little bit, the greens, bit of traffic, bit of footprints.
Xander Schauffele playing alongside one of his heroes, Tiger Woods, for the very first time in his PGA Tour career. Right now, though, it's John Rahm looking down on everybody. And we'll be right back as we play through this next break.
You heard what Justin Rose said just a bit ago about liking the difficulty of these two golf courses, the challenge of going from one to the next over the first couple of rounds, and easily the difficulty of the North course has been improved with some of the renovations that have been made, but not evident today with very, very benign conditions. These players were able to take advantage of them. Tony Finau, this for birdie. Finau has a chance to post a good number on the South course. Well, that one not on the proper lines, so that means par here. South course, a few players have been successful today. Brandon Hagee, as he was able to wrap up with a 6-under round earlier today. That's the best score on the South course, and Finau trailing that number by 3 shots. Chris Stroud also with a 6-under day on the South course. And Charles trying to take a look at this one just over that little spine. Schauffele just diagnosing this, making sure there's not much in it. Schauffele birdies at 13 and 14. And this shouldn't have much movement in it at all. Playing at left edge, and that's center in. So a good putt for Schauffele to make sure that he had par. And now they will head to the 16th. It's a difficult par 3, but you can play it well enough to gain a shot on your competitors that will go a long way to adding up on Sunday. This Farmers Insurance Open with a world-class field here in San Diego, California. Rory McIlroy and Red Figures are trying to stay there at 16.
Rory McIlroy's bunker shot 16. And a lot of fun. Yeah, almost within the hole here, but I was on the side downhill. Just a lot of players have been kicking the sand from that position, Matt, today because they just not as much sand under the ball as they think. This was earlier, and this was terrific by Adam Scott. So the player's making a mess. That's the third most difficult hole in the golf course. Ricky Fowler.
Much easier shot being on that upslope like you mentioned, Peter.
I tell you what, it was the wildest kick. He just came scooting through the bunker, and when he got that close to the edge, you figured, well, it's doable. Charles Schwartzel, the best shot of the day here, 4.5 feet. And two of these guys aren't inside of that on their second shot. I'm not sure you can get a better weather day to play the South Course, though, Matt.
It's fantastic. There's been no breeze. Usually you get some sort of onshore breeze later in the afternoon, but it's been kind of a little overcast and warm, and it's been just delightful.
Well, it shows you the difficulty of the South Course, the length, forcing you to drive it. The rough being so formidable that if you do miss a fairway, you pay for it. Brandon Hagee's 6 under par 66 is a terrific score.
I was watching him hit yesterday at another area course, and boy, can he just crush it. Now he just needs to stay healthy. But his golf course, like you mentioned, and we've said all day, it's rough. You've got to be in the fairway.
All right, now this is what, I mean, I know it's the 16th hole, but these are the kind of putts that are momentum keepers.
Oh, I agree. I mean, they're not going to come easy today, so you don't want to be missing 4 and 5 footers, 6 footers in this.
I wish you could go down there and yell to the players. It doesn't break as much right as it looks. Virtually everybody has missed it, as Rory did on the high side. Of course, the ocean was to his left, and that does come into play.
Yeah, anytime you're seaside, you've got to factor in that even though it might look like there's tilt, the ocean has to take a little more precedent.
Now, it's interesting, is Adam going to put the flagstick back in?
From, what is he, about just 5 feet? I don't think so. I think he's going to leave it out. That was a heck of a shot out of the rough.
That lie especially. All right, to stay level par. That 70% make percentage doesn't take into account Poana greens. But he makes it nonetheless. So Adam Scott, terrific up and down from the right side, stays at level par. And this should be a mere formality for Ricky to say his par 3.
You're right. I mean, you think the short game's important at the highest level? I mean, don't win mistakes, but when they do, they recover.
I've always said in this day and age, you drive for dough and you putt for more dough.
Stay to watch more live golf in 2019 with PGA Tour live on NBC Sports Gold. New this season, get twice as much golf with live action from all 4 rounds and plenty more. Subscribe right now to watch the Farmers Insurance Open tomorrow at 11:45 a.m. Eastern on PGA Tour Live. More gorgeous views over the cliffs here at Torrey, down onto the beaches of the Pacific. What a day for John Rahm, setting the pace as he tries to win here for the 2nd time in 3 years over the weekend.
Ryan Palmer, 4 under par. Palmer in the fairway at 18. Second shot here, trying to reach into 272 yards, the number to the top of the green where the pin is cut. And he turned it over nicely, right to left. That's tracking just above the hole. Super shot from Ryan Palmer. So on the front 9, went out in 3 under, and he's coming off birdie at 17 as he's moved it to 4 under. JT posted, he just had to hit a little scoot shot up the right side as he played it around the base of the tree. That's right against that cut of rough. Shouldn't affect it too much, but it can have a little bit of Adverse effect to the shot. Luke List now at 18. And List from 259 yards. Looks like he'll employ the same strategy and a little draw. That, though, coming up short. And it looks like List has found trouble. So Luke had 259 coming in, thinking that that was going to be enough to get it to the top half of the green. Second at 15 for Martin Laird. Went short and right. So that pin cut on the other side, he was just trying to draw it in there and let it find the putting surface and run out.
Fucking bunkers.
So we're cleaning up our view for it.
Kom op nou, godverdomme.
John Rahm at the top of our leaderboard at 10 under par with a 62 today. What a terrific start for the Spaniard. On the first page of our leaderboard, storylines with players looking for their first tour titles, along with others trying to continue to dominate the golfing world, as Rose is the current number one. Rahm, a past winner here. Jordan Spieth in the top 5 after a 65 to start his week.
Back in 16th tee, Tiger Woods going to the left side, trying to maybe start this right and turn it over. Well, he started it right, but it's not turning over. And another one finds the bunker, and that's going to be a little bit on a downslope, so he will have a little bit of difficulty with his bunker shot. Over 17.
Less than driver up this par 4, uphill hole, fairway bunkers down the right in play, and the rough cuts in up the left-hand side.
It's going down the right side, Mark, and there's just a hint of breezes picked up off the left, just in the last 5 minutes or so.
Man, I've got to think that penalty area down the left will force you off to the right also.
Ryan Palmer now is second here at the 18th, lost in that playoff to Jason Day a year ago here at Torrey Pines.
272 is a good dig. It's getting cooler now as the afternoon sun sets very early here, 5 o'clock. The sun goes down. How cool is that?
Wow.
Right onto the back shelf.
What a shot. Loves that right to left action, does Ryan Palmer. Let's go to the north and the ninth.
Yeah, superstar Joaquin Neiman just shy of his par 5. It's a tickle with lovely. Ooh, little sauce there. Beautiful play from Neiman, who is -6. That for a closing birdie. Rory with driver on the way. Our top tracer technology shows that thing getting laced down the fairway.
Which t-shirt for Roy? It was down the left with a little hold off fade.
Just beautiful vistas here as we look over the mighty Pacific. John Rahm, 62, one head of a group of.
And we'll be right back as we play through this next break.
Well, we take a look at Luke List now. It looks like his second shot was at least able to hold up. What a break for List. So 65 feet up the hill and close to going in. What a great line from List. It looked like a tough spot to operate from. He did well with it. Tiger Woods having to come out of this greenside bunker. Nice sound coming out of the hazard, although it does run out. Trying to hit that shot perfectly where it just reduces the run out. Can't really create too much spin, and Tiger knows it immediately as he exits the bunker. So on the other side of that flag, Woods is looking at about 9 feet of work. Ricky Fowler, right there on the left side of the green. So, let's get to his shot now. Fowler at 17, 168 coming in, pointing to the right. And that's going to hop through the gallery, sitting more towards where the walking path is and where the fans are than that hole location. So that one coming out of that rough, just a bit unpredictable. So a bad break for Ricky Fowler. He'll be scrambling at the 17th. He's not had a terrible day, but just hasn't been able to get things going. He's bounced back from a couple of bogeys. Right now, just 1 under in the round, and he'll be scrambling at the 17th, which could put that red number in danger. Pair of 63s from Justin Rose and Doug Kim as they sit second to our leader, John Rahm. Third and 15th scrambling. And that one out of the rough to the back of the green. He'll come back a little bit, but that's a tough putt upcoming.
Adam Scott, a little fortunate to find his way between those bunkers there, Matt. Just 140 yards left. This plays about 6 yards up the hill. And Adam Scott sent that one about 135 yards, so he will have an uphill for a birdie. And the 17th hole has been a little stingy today. He's still playing under par. Easiest hole location, and now McIlroy after a mammoth tee ball.
Yeah, this is when he just got. Watching the end of last year, how the wedge shots just weren't close at all. So let's see what 2019 is going to be all about.
Let's pick your poison. You can fizz it in behind the flag with a little spin, or you can fly it in a little flatter.
They got to be close on this one. And he just,
fortune favors the brave, I guess.
That was just, again, pushed back a distance. That wasn't a great strike.
Almost a little undercut there. You can see that the reversal. Yeah, that one came from the inside.
We just saw that beautiful second shot from Ryan Palmer here at 18.
And he hit an amazing shot into 12. And
Oh,
that
what?
one. That wasn't a good strike. So,
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, come on.
Just the 5 under. Definitely could have been better with just a couple of short ones.
Well, the best score so far today on the South from Hagee. That was a 6 under, so that 5 under. Very, very good from Ryan.
Joaquin Neiman for a closing birdie, and that came out 5 right at the start.
16, par 3. This is where Tiger's bunker shot ended up. This for par, to stay 2 under par. Out left all the way. Don't know if he pulled it or expected it to move right, but either way, it slips by on the left.
Yeah, on the green book, there's a lot of slope there. But maybe it's just at the bottom of that little crease and that.
So it'll be a bogey 4 for Tiger. He drops to -1. Let's go up to 17.
Ricky Fowler bunkered off the tee, errant with the approach shot. Gnarly, sort of a lie, playing to a green that tilts away from him. Going for a long explosion shot, and that one a little too much golf ball for Fowler. So Ricky dusts himself off. He's looking to make a par 4 save, because he's a long way off John Rahm's lead right now.
Alex Chaka up the left side of 18. This is his second.
Come on, it's blocked.
Chaka looking to try and go for the screen at 2. Actually, maybe smartly coming out to the right side of that lake. And that's what it looks like. Played a little too far to the right, though. The number was just too much at 302 yards coming in, so looks like, though, he'll have to play that other one from out of the rough. Sam Saunders just off the top edge of the green for birdie, but gotten stuck in that fringe just for a moment to slow it down. So Saunders going from a birdie attempt to a needed par. J.J. Spawn, 1 over his second at the 18th. Spawn up the right side with his tee shot, leaving 288 coming in and out of the rough, back into the rough. So a wedge is left for Spawn at 105. Martin Laird is for par at the 15th. Left himself in a tough spot, but able to grind out a saving 4. It's a good clutch putt. He played his third shot up and onto the green and really needed that. Bronson for Doom, 2 over. Second shot at the 18th. He'll have a go. 287 yards. And another player will just choose to lay up, and it leaves about 85 yards. So a 60-degree wedge for a player to the top of that green from that distance. That should work out. See if he can get it close coming up. Out to the play now of Adam Scott.
Adam Scott just a whisker inside of 19 feet up the hill for a birdie 3. Use that flag to get it back. Stop. Oh, yes. That's the 27th putt of the day for Adam Scott. Moves him to 1 under par, and that is the 21st, I should say, birdie on the 17th hole.
This is Joel Damon at the 9th.
Wow, that's 2 big hits. 608 yards to 9th. Left to right fairway, get up and in. Great putt, thank you.
With an assist from Flagstick. The Joel's only other start here at the Farmers Insurance Open came a year ago. He missed the cut, so he's looking to play the weekend for the very first time here at Torrey Pines. So we go back to 17.
Ricky is at his back against the ropes the entire journey up this 429-yard hole. And unable to punch his way out of it, so that will be a bogey for Fowler. Mark, because he will be in Rory McIlroy's line.
Well, second round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open begins on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern with Golf Central. Tournament action comes your way at 3 p.m. Eastern, and if you miss it, you can catch an encore presentation in prime time on the East Coast at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Now McIlroy, interested onlooker when Adam Scott hit the birdie attempt earlier. So been indicative of McIlroy's first round. Attempts decent for pace on the greens, but just missing with the reeds. Put this putter in play at the Century Tournament of Champions. Putted nicely there for a large segment of the event, finishing a tie for 4th at the season opener. So McIlroy 1 par 5 to go. Back down the fairway, Tiger Woods with less than driver, Matt.
Well, it's a position hole. I like this play. Just find the fairway.
Yeah, because if you go for a cut, if you overcut it, you finish in the flat part of the bunker on the right, which is fine.
Top Traces technology shows that bunker right in the 270-yard range to get to.
Oh, looked all right. Yeah, looked right down the right side, drawing a nice tee shot.
No bunkers in the middle of the fairway here, Matt.
Oh, we got Rory live on the 18th tee. 5, 78, right to left fairway.
He's going to give this a ride.
Well, you just got to land in the right place. It doesn't matter the ride. That's the easy bit for these guys. He's got to land it on right of center. I think he's happy-ish.
As good a driver of the golf ball as there is in the game today, McIlroy?
Well, you know, there's still a few key tee shots of. I mean, in his technique, yes, it's gorgeous, but watch a couple of these pressure tee shots. He struggled last year on the pressure tee shots.
Now Fowler's turn.
left going left.
Nope.
Crunch. Into that gum tree. I'm not happy. Ricky does struggle around here.
He does so many wonderful things with this tournament, being involved with it as an ambassador. I'd love to see him play a little bit better here to make it to the weekend. John Rahm, Arizona State, leading the way.
Get out to the work at the 16th. Martin Laird coming off that nice par save. Pulled a solid putt when needed at the 15th. This one just short of the green. So sitting down in a little pocket of rough, but not a terrible spot. But he'll be scrambling. This is JJ Spa as we get back to the work at the 18th. He went from the right rough to the left rough and now has 105 yards. Is it gonna hold on the top half? Yes, just barely. That's good news for Spawn. He'll have a putt of about 20 feet if he can get up and put a mark on that one. 1 over par. The 16th playing 225 yards. Just a big challenging par 3. That's why you see these players with a driving iron in their hands, some with fairway metal. About 40 feet for Saunders. Now Alex Shaker. Chased his second shot up the right side. 101 yards with that one. Top of the green. And leaving a quick putt. JT Poston. At the 16th. Starting right of his target. Hanging there. Turning over nicely. JT Poston with a good shot into the screen leaves a putt below the hole and an opportunity to brush in a birdie from 12 feet. He has 2 birdies on the front and 2 bogeys on the back. So a birdie at 16 get him to 1 under par. Torrey Pines Golf Course. The first 2 days are played on both the north and the south course with 156 pros in the field. Bronson Burgoon seeing the south course first. And that one spinning from the top of the green and getting a bit closer to this pin.
Over on the north course, this is the 17th, and Leon Grillo. Bogey free. They go for a birdie. Center cuts. Grillo coming off a tie for 22nd in the Sony Open in Hawaii. He's 6 under.
What else happened this week in golf? Over in Dubai. The Omega Dubai Desert Classic, Matthew Fitzpatrick with a 1-shot lead. Sergio and Bryson playing well. Always a good field over there in the Middle East. Always fun to watch, and you can see it again. 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday morning.
Second on the way for Tony Finau.
157 yards from the right side of the fairway. Very, very good shot.
A little off-speed, little 2-finger delivery there. He has got all of the tools of Finau. Now, right-hand side of the fairway. Players can't see the base of the flagstick from down there, can they, Matt?
They cannot. There's 2 yards closer, 155, has an 8-iron. Does play uphill about 4 or 5 paces, and there's just a puff of wind coming back into the player's face.
That ball above his feet there. Just a smidgen. Maybe got to go with a draw just to use the natural slope.
Right on the top of the flag for Woods, but that will be a speedy putt coming up.
You could hit that 3 feet left and just touch it. Oh, Ricky, way back.
This will be a layup.
Still a bit good layup. You're not going to control that strike. Okay, fine.
Got the flag
back left corner, so you've got to really worry about going long. That's the scary one. Then you come up a couple of yards, you'll hit the ridge, and it sucks down to the front of the green.
Come on, Nick. Stay positive.
These are all the positives. That's just the facts. Deal with it.
We're just going at the
I think I guess them on the green now. Long way back. It's gotten cold now. Ball's probably not going to fly. Guess it looks like it's sitting down that line, and it's probably a mile. So try and get it to about 80 yards range, maybe 100. Let's have a look. See what a good distance at 18 would be to lead your third.
It's a good angle for Adam. On the right side of the fairway to that left hole location. Now McElroy's turn. There we are in the window in that blue structure, Nick. You want to wave to your Dorn fans?
What's he got? 266. This might be his 5 wood. Wow, that looked nice, didn't it? Oh, the crowd's starting to murmur.
Oh, and it creeps into the bunker.
Carried it all the way.
He hits high, towering, magnificent shots. And he's playing here for the very first time. And when he did that back in Charlotte at Quail Hollow at the Wells Fargo Championship, he got the victory. And then in San Antonio, he was a runner-up. So Rory does know how to get it done when he doesn't really know the golf course that well. Of course, when you're one of the most talented players in the history of the sport, and that helps.
Yeah.
Let's go to 17. Look where he's aiming.
Taking a circuitous route as Matsuyama. This is for an eagle. Beautiful speed. Becky. Beginning his calendar year. Here at Torrey Pines.
18 at the north, Emiliano Grillo.
It's just going to be tough with that flag back left. Very awkward hole 18. It's on such a side slope from left to right, and then they put the flag in the left corner.
From 18 north to 18 south, and you see the right to left slope for Ricky Fowler in his third.
Yeah, long way back.
And like that.
And he's pulled it. Oh, long. Those bunker shots are a little bit like the players, TPC, Pete Dye style, where